Hey everybody, how's it going? In today's video, let's see if we can make some progress in this 2024 season of Formula One events. We got two in the current version, the season 4 round 1 in the round hub. So first one was the Italian Grand Prix, which I have not run yet. And the second one that just opened up maybe a couple of days ago is the Singapore Grand Prix at Marina Bay. So we'll take the Singapore and take a stab at this Formula One event. And just like the Italian one, you get to win a choice of a Formula One car. I would get the one that you use for the event since you're putting all the upgrades on to complete the event. And victory points 7,800, which is pretty high pay. So that's the same for Italian Grand Prix, by the way. And 70 gold and 200,000 motorsport dollars. And yes, in terms of upgrade cost, it's gonna cost us 435 gold and some 1.7 million motorsport dollars. So the 70 gold and 200 motorsport dollars that we're receiving back is just a tiny fraction of what we're spending. So at the end of the day, net gold cost is going to be more like 365 we're putting in to win one of these 2024 season Formula One cars here. And of course, once you win it, you can run through the championship series, the 2024 season, and there should be some gold and motorsport dollars available there as well. But for now, let's pick a team. I already posted a video a couple of days ago dealing with, like car or team comparison, right? Obviously, Red Bull Racing would be the easiest one to use for any of these events, but I believe you can use only if you use one team for one event, you cannot use the same team for another event. So you cannot just like upgrade one car to meet the PR requirement and repeat using the same car and win different cars. They don't allow us to do that. At least they haven't allowed us to do that in the past, so I don't see them changing that anytime soon. Although that would be pretty awesome. Just max out one car and use it for every Formula One event. Wouldn't that be nice? No, then they'll miss out on us spending resources in the upgrading the other cars. So that's not gonna happen. So anyway, so the two best cars, right, are gonna be Red Bull Racing and Ferrari. So as I mentioned in the previous video, the other video about like sort of like developing some sort of a season strategy, I have a feeling we'll probably get Monaco Grand Prix, which is the difficult one at some point. Maybe not. So, but I'd like to spare the best car for more difficult event. So I'm not gonna use the Red Bull Racing for the Singapore here. However, Singapore is one of the trickier street circuit, right? So Ferrari would be a good choice. So I am leaning towards Ferrari. Really, the McLaren's going to be pretty decent as well as Mercedes. Mercedes, of course, has a really good grip. It's got the top of the group grip along with they're all same. Red Bull Racing, Ferrari, and Mercedes. They all have the same amount of grip. Where the difference lies is the acceleration and top speed. Top speed at obviously Singapore isn't gonna make as big of a difference, but the acceleration obviously does help. So that's where and yeah, braking distance as well. The Mercedes not quite as on par with the Ferrari and Red Bull Racing, or even McLaren for that matter. So so between like let's say exclude Red Bull Racing because that's just like best car across the board. So comparing Ferrari, Mercedes, and McLaren, out of those three, Cars, Ferrari would probably be the top choice amongst those three. And then my guess is McLaren probably comes afterward, the second place, and then Mercedes. And then if you want to include another team, then probably Aston Martin could be included in the group as well. But that's they have like just the another tier down in terms of grip. So that is where things kind of don't it doesn't become as comparable, right? So anyway, for this one, who should we go with? How about we go with McLaren? I like McLaren. They're awesome. So, Lando Norris. Yes. All right. So you got 5 days to complete once you start the event. And then, of course, first 3 hours, you get the instant service and instant upgrade. So here we go. It's good to be back in Singapore. The city has a special place in my heart with its sunny weather and coastal vibe and a lot of humidity and heat. Southeast Asia. All right. Yes. Also tough. My heart isn't prepared for the havoc this humidity wreaks on my immaculate machinery. Yeah. Oh, shush. The only way to ahead is to dive right in. It's a free practice time. Let's make sure our team is ready. Tuning is ready to go, but there are some things I need data for. Okay, so here we go. 4 stages for first 4 stages. No, first 4 goals for stage 1 through 4, and probably 5 goals in the final stage. And by the way, I believe without putting any gold upgrades on these events, you should be able to like get through, I want to say like first 2 stages. So there should be some gold that you earn if you decide that you're not interested in necessarily upgrading the car. And of course, motorsport cars you can just purchase with the motorsport dollars at some point. Like right now, I have like access motorsport dollars that I cannot accumulate anymore. Other than bonus earnings, right? So I gotta spend some here. So what do we have in terms of goal 1? Let's start with a simple functionality test. Just drive a lap around the track and see how the car feels at the turns and if the tuning is working well. Well, there is no tuning setup in this season. It's just straight up upgrades. So, all right, here we go. Let's put some upgrades on, shall we? So you're supposed to put 5 upgrades across the board, like on every category, all 4 categories. That'll bring our PR up to the requirement. For McLaren and Mercedes, for that matter, it's 130.7. So, as I said, it's going to cost us some, and since I have some motorsport dollars that I got to burn. So, yes, so all the odd tier upgrades are motorsport dollars and even tiers are gold. So as you can see, 46 gold, and then we got some more motorsport dollars, another gold, and then the last one we need for the event is going to be a motorsport dollars before things start to get pricey here. 155 gold. No, thank you. All right, and same for body. 5 upgrades there. So make some room in the motorsport dollar bank here, so I can actually earn the race earnings instead of them going to waste. Since when you're maxed out, you don't earn anything. It's just wasted. Like it just disappears into ether. So anyway, all the upgrades are done. And PR 130.7, I am ready to go all the way. So with the now top speed, 368 kph, 1.84 second acceleration, 14.3 meter braking distance, 3.24 G for the grip. And by the way, when you max out the car, the grip of McLaren is actually like in terms of like in-game number spec wise, they give us 2 decimal points. When you compare to that point, it actually ends up being same as Mercedes. It's just that with only like upgrades needed to complete this event, we fall just like 0.01 G below the top tier cars. But yeah, anyway, Marina Bay, complete a lap. I haven't raced here in a long time. So let's see how this goes. And the circuits like Monaco and Marina Bay, even if you normally drive in chase view, this may not be a bad circuit for you to try out racing in, like this halo view. Corner 1. Yeah, and obviously the new season cars are gonna behave differently than, let's say, whatever the car that I used last time to race here. That's very slow. And here's a cockpit view with or as some, yeah, I won't go there. All right, so and here's the chase view, a little bit better. Oh yeah, I forgot about that corner. And then another left-hander into the kind of a longer straight, heading towards the bridge. Wrong side. Yeah, I couldn't remember how much of a bend there was in the shadow. Difficult to see. There's the bridge and sharp right left-hander. And there we go. Struggle is real here. Now the question is, should we try to bot train at least a little bit? That would be a smart thing to do. However, let's see if we can, maybe we should live on the live dangerously or something. All right. So, not exactly a lap to write home about, but it is still good enough for the goal completion. And of course, that is a win as well. All right. So, oh, look at that. It's like a formation lap almost. All teams kind of, well, at least at the top, sticking together until the bottom of the grid where my teammate is fallen behind. I guess they just assume, oh yeah, you can change the livery, right? So that's how you can tell who you're racing. So Oscar, I am not. However, I am taking over the other car. Yes, Lando. Goes by the number, right? Anyway, free instant service. That's nice. Actually, all Motorsport Dollar service, car service is all free. So, all right. Moving on to goal 2. So lap pays out like 9,900 Motorsport dollars. So of course that's gonna add to our earning. I need to test out the engine a little more. Let's see if you can finish the next lap in minute 45. So I did like minute 49, I think, last one. So we'll have to clean up our act a little bit and see if we can shorten it out a little bit. And of course we have the rolling start. Which helps us with speed at the beginning of the race. Although we have some other opponents that we have to get around. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so far so good. And then don't forget the... it's in the shadow. That's... Keep missing it. I know it's a left-hander. It's... Not exactly a pristine lap. But I think good enough to get it under minute 45. This feels wider than how I remember this circuit. Doesn't it? I think it is wider. It was that last bit. Oh yeah, we got time to spare now. Alright. So some 13 and a half seconds to spare. And another victory. I don't know if you needed to finish in first place, but I get a feeling, yeah, if you finish under the time limit they're given. I suppose if you like don't start the lap and let all the other cars pass by you at the beginning, then I guess you can place lower rank and still get the lap done under the time limit, because all the other opponents obviously moving much slower than you, and not fast enough for you to complete the challenge, since they're all well above minute 45 required. So let's see. 2 goals down, 2 more to go for stage 1 here. Looks like the engine is all good. Now for some fun. Overtake 5 opponents in the next lap. Alright, so overtaking. Alright, and maybe we should try it in the halo view. Where are we starting? I'm trying to figure out where we are in the circuit. Oh, there. Just went over the bridge. Got it. My favorite spot. There we go. That's better. Yeah, this is definitely wider. This whole section got much wider, I think, than in previous seasons. You know what? I should post my old 2021 run through of this event when we used to use the tuning setups. So I know the event is like, I suppose the 2021 Grand Prix events are permanently included as part of the game, right? So by running through that, you can win the older season cars. So maybe it is worth posting those videos that I never bothered to post back in the day. And 5 cars, and as soon as you make that last overtake, as you can see, the goal is complete, the race ends. So you will end up in first place, whether you want to or not. In that case, just you get it done a little bit quicker. All right, and let's see. Let's move on. The final goal of stage 1. All right. Push that throttle, speed up through the finish. Our first practice with an average speed of 106 miles per hour or 170.6 kph. So it's an average speed challenge. All right. Just a single lap. And since they don't mention anything about having to win or anything, if you're not, I don't know, it generally doesn't help to run in reverse direction to build up speed. But if push comes to shove, that may be a viable strategy. Of course, it just makes the event last longer than how long it would need to go. But Ferrari, the other contender that I have considered for this event. And the Red Bull Racing. There we go. When the pavement color changes, that's a good spot for a braking point. Not there. Oh yeah, 202, and here's the... Yeah, I guess you just have to slow down. There you go. I feel like they made that corner a little bit sharper than it used to be. At least that's the story I'm gonna stick to. That's an excuse I'm gonna use for my poor racing line in earlier runs. Alright. Let's see, how are we doing? There we go. Yeah, we got a nice buffer, 190s, 194 and change. We're losing a little bit, but after that final sharp corner, we should be good. Oh yeah. There we go. Well above 170 that was required. Pick up some 500 fame points for that lap and another 9,900 motorsport dollars, bringing today's total earning up to 39,600. And that is a wrap for stage 1. Right. All right. So that's the end of stage 1. And for the rewards, there should be some victory points. 700 victory points. I guess the large chunk is going to be all reserved towards the end. And as you notice, I don't think you needed any upgrades at all in order to get through this first stage. So if you run with 0 upgrade, then at least you can earn 700 victory points, 5 gold, and 15,000 motorsport dollars, along with the, what was that, like 36,000 motorsport dollars earning from the actual racing. So there's that. Not bad. All right. Bring it in. Great work out there. I'm going to have to chew on this data for a while. Some changes might be needed to our setup. All right. Eric is going to be busy with his data for now, and I'm heading out for some sightseeing. I have a hankering for some of that famous Singaporean street food. Oh, that sounds lovely. All right, see you tomorrow's practice. All right, so that'll head us into stage 4. That'll be the next video coming right up, so stay tuned and we'll catch you guys in stage 2.